It's on D&D.
Don't talk to us. Just chime in.
Right.
All right, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in to Keep Your Peace. This is Deon Hawkins, part of Can Inclusive, and we wanted to kind of check in with everyone we're all in this together, and the one thing that we wanted to do is make sure that we maintain our mind, body, and soul during this self-quarantine. And I have with me Tess.
Hi.
And Tess, if you want to just go ahead and let people know who you are and tell them that you're doing something. Tell them stop calling.
I know. I just put it on D&D. It keeps calling. Hopefully it just stops. But hi guys, my name is Tess Cecyl Pargas. I am the CEO of Cecyl Rose, which is a cannabis accessory brand. I curate cannabis events, like tea parties and dinner experiences for people out here in New York City. I'm also an artist. I'm an actor, just trying to strengthen up my skills and make it big on the screen soon. So that's what I do. That's what I love. And I just want to kind of gather all those qualities about myself and make it work.
Yes. And I recently met Tess at our Adulting is Hard event that we threw with Can Inclusive in New York in December. And it was, again, all about wellness and well-being and making sure that we take care of yourself while you're in everyday lives. And so definitely, especially during this time. But I wanted to just go ahead and dive into a few questions that I had for Tess, just to make sure that this is something that we like to do, just checking in with everyone, family, friends, all over, because even though we're far away, we're still together. But
right.
How are you coping with everything, with social distancing and like your altered daily routine, basically?
So I'm going to be really, really honest. This is my lifestyle. I'm a regular. I'm a loner. So like now that I figured out how I live and the way, I'm, handle my day-to-day, staying at home, it's very familiar. However, because I live right by a supermarket, and people were scaring me like, girl, you need to rack up on stuff, get toilet paper. I was like, damn, just like knowing that going outside isn't really an option right now. Like being able to just, order something to eat and go to the local Chinese restaurant to get some takeout, it's not an option right now. So, just knowing that I live alone. So having to prepare to cook and stack my fridge, it kind of made me very anxious in the beginning. I think now I'm a little bit more at ease because, I've prepared myself and I've just been trying to keep my mind off of what's happening. I find that especially using social media, it's like this constant reminder of bad news. And it's good to keep yourself informed, but there's just a lot of misinformation that's happening.
Overwhelming of information.
Right. Exactly. And whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on Instagram, everybody has something to say. And there's just constant posts. I don't even feel like I know the weather. Nobody's talking about the weather. It's like coronavirus. Good morning. And it's just a very hard thing to ignore. But I am taking it seriously. And I think the only time I've really gone outside is to give my dog a walk. But I'm not gonna lie, I told myself, I want to be productive, I want to just be super busy, but being in these four walls all day, knowing that going outside isn't safe, and more or less because I don't live in a home, I live in a building with 22 floors, and I'm around a lot of elders, and to be honest, my building has senior citizens who need to be tended to, so they get these meals every day, they have people come and check on them, so I don't want to be the kind of person who's careless and just takes the elevator because I don't know if I have it, and I don't want to be the kind of person to pass that along and jeopardize someone else's health. But I think overall, I'm okay right now. I'm just very paranoid, and I'm just trying to do little things like listen to positive podcasts, trying to meditate, I went on YouTube and I tried to like do guided meditation on my television. Like, it's just like little things, even like putting down the phone for a good hour and reading a book, that has like literally kept my mind off of a lot. But overall, I'm just super grateful to not be sick right now and to be at home. I will never complain about being at home and being at home. Right.
Right now.
I'm sorry?
What are you reading right now?
So I'm part of a book club, Chapter Chicks. I just finished our last read, The Glass Castles, and I was reading Archetypes by Caroline Myss. So it's just pretty much of an just trying to figure out your archetypes and why you're drawn to certain things.
Right.
So I figured out that I'm a visionary, an intellectual, I am a caregiver, as well as a fashionista. So I was just like wanted to learn a little bit more about myself. I love Caroline Myss's books. She has another book called Anatomy of the Spirit, where it connects it connects your biography equals your biology. So a lot of times people become sick off of their mental, how they think and how they interpret their experiences and the traumas that they harbor. So it kind of breaks down how all these religions are connected in a sense, even though they're very different in nature, and how sometimes we make ourselves sick by our thinking. So after that, I was like, I love Caroline Myss. I want to read her book. So I just finished that up, and now I'm going to start You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jensen Searle.
That is to read.
So I've just been ordering books. Right.
But I'm definitely going to take note on those two books. Well, Caroline in general, because
right.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
And how is it with walking your dog? Shmurda, right?
Yeah, Shmurda. It's cool. I mean, now I get it. You ever come home to your dog and like it's time to go outside and they're just so excited, like they've never been outside before? As I've had dogs in the past and like they get bored and they chew furniture and they chew shoes. And now I get it. I'm like, you know what? We need to go outside because my baby needs to walk. I get it. I totally get it now. But he's good. He's awesome. Having a dog, especially in these circumstances when you live by yourself, it's like a safety blanket.
Yeah,
like it's the best thing ever.
Company and take walks with, for sure.
Right.
How has it been creatively? I know, like, since you are kind of alone and it's only you and Shmurda, and I think our live went down, and it's like only you and Shmurda, has it kind of stumped you creatively, like with your creative aspects of what you've been doing or what you had lined up coming with these months that we've kind of lost?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like coming into the year 2020, it was just being kind of slapped. Like, I feel like the minute the ball dropped, there was like beef with Korea, and then there was earthquakes in Puerto Rico, and it was just like every month has almost felt like the series of unfortunate events, right? So I'm like, you know what? I had a lot planned. I was planning a tea party for May. I was planning a cannabis crab boil for July. I was going to see venues. And like, these are things that, was already in the works. Like, we were figuring out menu options and we were seeing venues and working on flyers. And, it's just kind of like this limbo of not knowing, I'm getting through the day and, I have to follow rules and keep myself inside. But like, the information that's given to us keeps changing. So it's like, how long is this going to last? Will be done with April? And then when April finishes, how fast will things come together? When will we really be back to normal? And right. I feel like creatively, I want to keep working on stuff. I want to keep these ideas flowing. So, I know you've seen my gem of the day, or just trying to keep myself useful or interactive with people and sharing information. But, I wanted to do so much, and I don't want to make this seem like it's hindered me in any way, because I get time to kind of reevaluate everything and, get back to the drawing board, write all the things that I have to write down, plan, and, you know, reach out to people. But it's been a little bit of a challenge. So for me, honestly, it's just like reading, you know, writing my ideas down and seeing how can I utilize this time in a sense that makes sense for right now for what's happening. You get me? Because doing events, and I can't actually get the resources that I need now from home to do these events. So I just have to wait it out and see what happens from here till, let's say, May or June. But those events will happen either way. Are we good?
Adjust. Yeah. No, we're good. I'm just adjusting, which I should have did earlier. Much better. Now y'all can see everybody. Hands free. Love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but speaking of your gems of the day, which I have loved, honestly, what kind of inspired you to kind of share your secret treasures with everyone?
I think for the most part, everyone, and I'm not talking about now, I'm talking about years, like since MySpace, people have been encouraging me to make a YouTube. There's nothing like MySpace. I'm so happy that I was around for that era.
Out there, Justin Timberlake kind of like.
Right. Nothing was equivalent. Like, I knew how to code and make my page and my profile, my music. I knew how to hide my friends. Like, there's no social media platform that taught me how to code like MySpace. Like, but that's besides the point. So YouTube has always been a question for me. Oh, when will you start a YouTube? Oh, what do you use for your hair? Oh, what kind of products do you use on your skin? Oh, where do you shop? And I think for me now, especially in the year 2019, 2020, YouTube is a big thing. There's people with YouTube careers, like making thousands of dollars on YouTube. And I feel like for me to get on YouTube, I want to come correct. Yes. You get what I'm saying? And I think, you know, I've been recording all of my videos on my phone, and I feel like my fans or my followers who've been, you know, with me for a while and have, you know, seen me grow, seen me just, you know, begin to start taking acting seriously, get involved in cannabis, do events and curate parties. They want to know, and they deserve to know what it is that I have going on, what it is that I like. So I say, you know what, let's just start with an IGTV. Let's get my feet wet. Let's see how this works, you know, before I do. Because, you know, potentially the goal is to have a YouTube and to edit my videos really nicely and to create content consistently every month to keep people updated. But, you know, I thought, exactly. I thought, let's do a gem of the day. Let's make it one product each time, as opposed to making one video to explain, you know, 4 items. Let's just talk about one item. Let's give this item love. Let's break down why I love this item. And they all vary. They're all different. Nothing is ever the same. You get what I'm saying? It could be an appliance. It could be inspired
with your lips.
My favorite.
Ooh, okay.
It's my favorite treatment, and there's way more where that came from. There will be a lot more gems. I have a lot of secret little places I love to shop, especially online. So I think people should definitely stay tuned for that. But sharing that information with everyone, and I feel like another reason why I wanted to do it is because, believe it or not, the brands that I'm speaking about, I'm not sponsored by.
Right.
And I feel like, especially me as a person who follows a lot of influencers, a lot of it isn't very much truth. It's more of a job, right? And anybody could speak about something they're getting paid for. Right. You understand? But I'm really talking about my lifestyle. Well, this is what I use, and I use this because of this. So I feel like there's more of a trust between my viewers and myself, because I'm not bullshitting. I'm not here talking about something that I don't really know about, or I haven't done my research, or I haven't really applied on my skin or wore experience. Like, this is real. And, you know, I'm an influencer. Like, I'm the influence, but I'm more of a truth teller, if that makes sense.
What we need out here when you're an influencer, someone who is going to tell you
the truth.
The truth about products. Because a lot of these products aren't something that you should be using or even allowing into the...
Right. And and you know, to each his own. Everybody deserves to get what they need to get. You know what I'm saying? I respect influencers. There's a science to it. It is work. You have to be consistent. These brands have to feel like you are worth, you know, putting their product on and speaking about their product. Like there's this kind of like mutual understanding. And, you know, for me, I just feel like whether I'm, because, you know, I'm also in cannabis, and some brands don't even feel like that's brandable. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to speak. I'm still going to tell my truth, because either way, when this stigma dies down, I'm still going to be here. And whatever I bring to the table, it's truthful. It's real. There's no, you know what I'm saying? It's not pretentious.
In this industry, it is something that it should be very transparent, and there aren't enough. There are starting to be more women in the cannabis industry who are succeeding faster than most of their male counterparts, but just aren't being recognized.
Right.
And honestly, speaking of the cannabis industry, you also have a brand, Cecyl Rose.
Cecyl Rose, right?
Cecyl Rose.
Right. So yes, Cecyl Rose is my baby. I find that the way that I describe it is more or less of a lifestyle brand, right? It could be anything. I want to sell everything, Deon. I want to have everything. I want to have candles. I want to have clothes. I want to be able to sell accessories for smokers, but also be able to be that platform where people could like check out new events happening in the area. I wanted to have everything. So even being able to verbalize what the brand is, it is honestly just a reflection of who I am. Anything that I like. There's no specific title of what you can get, because you can get it all.
Right.
You get what? Right. So it's just like, if I want to create like a cannabis infused gelato, ice cream, popsicles, you got what I'm saying? Bracelets, or like a cannabis scented candle.
What did you? Was it the horchata that you had?
Oh, the coquito.
Coquito. Oh my goodness.
The cannabis infused coquito. Yeah, that was a hit. That was a hit. Everybody was loving the coquito. I mean,
being from Texas, I haven't had it until I moved to New York, and so
right.
just introduced to that, I was like, oh, and it's infused. It was pretty tasty, I will say.
So this summer, I'm going to be doing infused popsicles. So
okay.
People should definitely stay tuned with that. Tropical flavors, even the coquito flavor, which would be really interesting. But yes, the summer's going to be a big thing. I have great faith that once this is over, people are just going to appreciate human presence on a different level. Like, it's going to be lit.
I'm hoping
it's
that
going to be lit.
Gets better. We don't like continue the same.
Right.
Sure. With your gyms, I know a lot of them have been like product based, but have you had any gyms that you wanted to drop that were like mantras or affirmations that you have?
I've thought about that. And I feel like it could definitely get there. I think when I speak, people listen. And, you know, before I come on and speak about anything, I always make sure that I'm prepared, and I make sure it's something I really, really know about. But yeah, I would definitely love to do that, because even now, like wanting to like listen to more podcasts, or like just share, like, you know, whatever it is I'm reading with someone, like I did with my Caroline Miss book. I just want to be able to share whatever it is I have going on at the moment. You get me? And, you know, for a long time, everyone's been like, what products, what hair, what clothes? So I want to focus on that now, but I can definitely see me kind of like dropping affirmations and putting people on. So where it is I feel I am mentally, and what can be helpful to others.
Okay. I guess that's all I have for you today. Really.
Oh, awesome. This was fun. This was fun. When will you be back in New York?
Whenever this is lifted.
Okay.
Whenever this is
lifted. We need you at one of the upcoming events we're doing.
I was wanting to go to a tea party before this happened, but
oh no. Okay, so I'm really, really pushing for it to be in May, but if May can't happen, then it'll probably be the 1-year anniversary of the first one, which will be in September.
Okay.
So it'll happen. Either way, I'm not giving up on that. It's just things are just pushed back because of this unfortunate, you know, situation. But I have great faith that we are going to be back to normal, and normal is going to be better. So.
And that's all we're claiming.
Right.
All I have for you today, Tess. I'm glad you're
Thank you
doing
so
what
much. I'm
Murder
so
is
happy
such a
we
good
did this.
dog. I thought he was
Thank
gonna be like
you.
up and jumping around, like, hey, what's up?
He's here. He's tired right now. He's just looking at me. But next time he'll be right here with me while I'm having an interview because he's definitely he brings up my presence, which is awesome. But I will be seeing you soon. Be
Yes,
safe.
ma'am. You
Stay
too.
inside. Focus on your health. Give yourself some self-love, more bubble baths, more music in the shower.
Oh my gosh.
Little stuff like that. Little stuff like that. But thank you so much, friend. I will be seeing you soon, I hope.
Of course.
Keep in touch. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Later. Good.